Welcome to today's episode and guide, my friends, all about tray number 1 right here today as we circle back on this boss here because we do have Stormbringer now, and we're going to break it down a little bit differently for you here today. Thank you for the likes and the subs. Now, if you got questions or comments along the way, do let me know because I'd love to hear from you down below, and feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. All right, so let's get into it here because we got the 4 T's as always. That's the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed and overcome Mangosteen Water Bomber right here. Now, many of you I know have had some challenges with this one, so we're going to give you a couple different ideas here today, plus that Stormbringer one, and some additional strategy tips and tricks for you. So first and foremost here, Mangosteen Water Bomber here applies attack and attack speed debuffs when attacked with multiple regular attacks within a certain period of time. This enemy has a strong HP shield, so utilize zap and electricity type attacks to defeat them. Very, very important here. Now, the moveset we have is Water Cannon, fires a giant water cannon and attacks enemies. And additionally, Lemon Slice Missile here, fires lemon slices in a cocktail glass in succession. Now, these things can pack a punch, deal a lot of damage, and a lot of times you're going to get wiped because you're trying to balance between that zap, the electricity, the damage against this thing in order to get by. The good news is once you get by this one, opens up tray 2 and a lot more trays. Now, the recommended cookies here are Black Lemonade, Twizzle Gummy, and Stormbringer Cookie. Now, if you see this team right here, this is my original team that I used to get by Mangosteen. Now, I have all the links down below and here on the site for you to give you other ideas and how to get by this particular level. We're doing something different though, like I said today, because we're going to use Stormbringer. We have Stormbringer as the free to play now, and I'm excited to give you some ideas because hopefully you have this one as well. Now, a couple things here to keep in mind. We got special conditions: min cookie level 70, min skill level 70, 5-star is amazing as always, and one of the reasons why I think this is fairly fair. Then additionally here, topping bonus effects X, pretty much everything else X, so the key is really around your biscuits, my friends. So that is all the key pieces and tactics in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and talk about our team. We're actually going to be using this one. So a couple things about this. So like I said, we're leveraging Stormbringer now. We are using Black Lemonade and Twizzly still, and we're using Shiny Glitter. Looks pretty similar to what we had before, except in this other order we had Crimson Coral, and we also had the lovely Rockstar. Here instead, we're using Snapdragon and Stormbringer. So we're making a couple changes there. Now, the other piece here is instead of playing with the Disciples Magic Scroll, getting the additional defense, we are more on full attack here for our treasures. Now, certainly we could switch that again if we wanted to go a little bit more defensive. It's going to give us a little bit more survivability. So let's go ahead and do that. The other offsetting thing that you can do to change those things up if you'd like to is change this. Now, however, we're going to actually go back because this is the one that gets me by. We do want to keep the tweaks to where they're at, but certainly some other ideas for you on how you want to think about your team. And certainly the one that I was considering there is Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch and getting that attack. So depending on your treasures, you know, you got to kind of play around with those things. Now, additionally here, when it comes to our toppings and biscuits, as we always say, we have all the topping and biscuit guides available to you down below. You can check out the playlist here on the channel. We just did Stormbringer. You can check this one out as well. You definitely want to be on crit. That's my tip for you there, and trick. And then additionally, we always recommend a Radiant or Resonant when it makes sense because you want those additional key stats for those particular toppings for those cookies and those cookies types. So huge pieces there. In terms of our biscuits, generally make sure you get legendary, get them to 20. That's going to be a huge advantage to you. If they're not leveled up, that's the first thing that you want to do. Get that attack, get that health, and then certainly all the substats makes a big difference, and we cover that in all of our topic guides. So that is what we're on for Stormbringer. Here we're on attack. Here we're on solid almond. Here we're on attack, and then last but not least, we're on cooldown here. So the big piece is getting enough damage in with these ones here. We get survivability with Stormbringer, huge tank, and then making sure that Snapdragon here can successfully heal and keep your team alive. Now, I'm not going to lie because this will lose some cookies, but we'll still be able to get by, and we're going to go through it first, and then we'll come back to that point that I'm making right now because that's going to lead to some other tips and tricks for this particular Decadent Choco Cake Tower Tray 1 against Mangosteen Water Bomber. All right, let's get into it here so that you can see how this team's going to work, how we can be successful. We got all the amazing stuff here. The trick with Stormbringer is to get supercharged, making sure that you're at that 30% crit, giving you access to that for all the rest of your cookies. Now, pretty soon, we're going to lose Twizzle right there, right out of the gate. Look at that. Very, very crazy. Everything else is going to be so close. Just watch Shining. Just watch Black Lemonade. Look at that. Right to the bottoms on all these things. Absolutely crazy. Oh, we lost Black Lemonade. We lost it. We're going to redo it here. Oh, I was not expecting that. I've ran this actually a bunch of times, and we haven't lost both. We're going to try it again because, hey, you know, first time isn't always a charm. Third time generally is. But like we always say, keep on trying because that's so important for this game, particularly for me as a free-to-play player. You gotta just get a little bit of luck your way once in a while. The strategy, there it is, that 2-drop there. That strategy certainly makes a big difference, which is why I cover these things as a free-to-play player to help you. However, you gotta stay persistent in order to get by some of these things sometimes. All right, let's see here. There we stayed alive. The timing and the heal should hopefully be on par now. Oh, we lost Black Lemonade again. I didn't even change anything, my friends. Now, we're not going to get enough damage in here just between these two in order to get by. We need to have at least 3. Let's see if we can do it. Third time's a charm, like I said. All right, let's try again. Oh, no. It's probably because I tweaked my treasures there just a little bit, right? No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Out of the gate. Come on, Snapdragon. Get those heals in, my friends. That's what we need. All right, there's the Twizzle on the 2-drop. Let's go at it again. I know many of you have seen the other video and said you can't get by. However, again, you gotta stay in there. You gotta hang in there. It's gonna make a huge difference. There we go. We're at our full heal. Didn't drop it there this time. Able to stay alive. A little bit more. Staying alive just barely, as you can see. Mangosteen not getting enough in there. We're right on that cusp. We're getting Mangosteen down. Look at that, down to 12 million. So close. There we go. Come on. And there we have it, my friends. We have got Mangosteen down with 15 seconds left. So there is another important lesson. As always, when it comes to running these things, try again. We did get it on the 3rd time. I hadn't seen that actually, so there's some slight tweaking that happened, but that is what matters, my friends, and a little bit of luck. So that is the Decadent Choco Cake Tower Tray 1 victory there for our team. So let's come back and talk about this a little bit more, because the points that I wanted to make with this particular team was this. If you're losing Twizzle Gummy as fast as I am, you could certainly pop something else in there. For a little bit more survivability, those kinds of things can make a big difference. You could consider dropping in something like our Financier Cookie to try and keep some of these other things alive. You could run Rockstar, because certainly between these 3, you get enough damage in there. Even with that 15 seconds left, Twizzle Gummy doesn't even last about 10 seconds. So you could pop in another healer like Rockstar just for additional survivability to make this thing work. Again, that shows where you could switch this out for the defense as well, because that can make a big difference in that team. Now, again, we got some other ideas here with our original team that you can check out, and certainly check that video out, because similar. Keep on trying, my friends. So to pull this all back together here today, I wanted to give you another guide, another way to get by Cake Tower Tray 1 here with the Mangosteen Water Bomber, as we have Stormbringer now. So many of you have it, hopefully as a free-to-play player, just like me, through the 10-day commitment of logging in. That's one way. If you're looking at the draws, those kinds of things as well, we got a great guide to get Stormbringer as well. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for tuning in as always. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you as always down below, and feel free to join us in our amazing Discord server and community. I know many of you have beat these with many different kinds of teams, and it's always fun to see those. So with that, again, thank you for your support. I appreciate the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here as always. And thank you to all of our members. I appreciate that. Additionally, we got affiliate links, we got swag and merch that you can check out. A lot of different things here for you. Thank you for the shout outs, all that kind of stuff, as always, as well. Lastly here, enjoy, my friends. Keep on running. You got to stay in it to win it, as we like to say here for the tower tray and the lovely Decadent Choco Cake Tower. With that, take care. We'll see you again soon, and keep on running.